おはよう、ドクター。眠るがいいさ。せめて今は甘い夢を。眠るがいいさ。せめて今は甘い夢を。
Hello. I seem to be live. My mic is unmuted. All right. Today, I already burned my sanity because I have some stuff to do with this account. We're going to see if we can find sources of grindstone that are low-hanging fruit that we do not have to spend sanity on. However, before I do any of that, I got a top operator tag. Now, I could have gotten a reasonable chance at a Saria or a Nightingale, but I went with an open top operator because I was a little worried of getting something that would be too beneficial in this event. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but like for instance, if I got a Nightingale, I'd be very tempted to build it just for the Sarkaz Lancers, and I didn't really want my strategy to become that gacha dependent. So I decided to go with the complete gacha top operator, because again, the purpose of this count, while serving as a new player guide, or at least for pieces of it, is to kind of document the journey and how to think about things. But I don't want to curate it to a specific experience, such as what's best for this event or the near term or whatnot. I want it to be really pretty generalized, because again, the goal is about decision making, not about copying. So we're going to expedite this and see what I got. Now I could have guaranteed a Weedy as well, but I did not. Now, Weedy is an interesting choice because in a way she's meta, and in a way most people don't think of her that way. And she's definitely going to be an interesting operator. I'm not going to build her right away. But I do want to note that this does give me an opportunity to show off some of the strengths of operators that people might get that they might not necessarily think about utilizing. So this is fine. And what we are going to do is Weedy is actually going to take the role. She's pretty much the nail in the coffin for Estelle. So we had put 50 levels at E1 on Estelle. And I had contemplated whether or not I was going to E2 her ever, because again, a lot of her utility is just unlocked with stats. And that's just to get her attack higher so that she actually kills stuff efficiently so that she survives off of her talent. And the other thing, that talent gets improved, not quite double, but nearly double. So it goes from 7 to 12%. And since it's percent based, the more stats she gets, the more hit points she gets. So obviously the extra levels and the higher percentage and the higher attack, like it all works together to make her kit work a lot better. However, with Weedy we are losing the 3 block, but we're gaining true AoE and range. And she'll be healable. So it's still a little bit of an odd duck, but Weedy's attack can get to pretty high values. So we will go over here and look at her S2. Right, this is its skill level 1, attack plus 110%. I know that at skill level 7, this is a higher number. I don't have it memorized. And I also know that with masteries and whatnot, this isn't just +1, this is +2. So Weedy gets a longer range than Blaze. This skill is comparable to Blaze S2, right? But we lose attack interval. We gain like total attack. So this hits harder than Blaze's S2 does. However, and it's true AoE. The push force we don't have to think about too much if we're using this for damage. But the DPS is not For single target, it's not amazing. It's okay with multi-target because it is true AoE. The one weakness of this is because there's kind of a long wind up and Weedy only blocks 2. You can still manage to get overrun by this, especially if enemies are on the heavier side and they don't get pushed by medium force. So at maximum mastery, this will have medium force. Just FYI. Now, we don't have to get Weedy even to E2 to make her do everything. We even bothered to get Shaw to... I don't think we E1'd him, did we? He's E0? No, we did E1 him. So, I don't know if I'm going to invest in rank 6 for him. Because it might make more sense in the long run to raise Weedy to E160, skill level 7. And I think that's what we're going to do. But we're probably not going to do that until the event is over because my levels are very valuable and I want to make sure that my arts DPS, or at least I can't say arts DPS because in a way I have like a lot of it between Lava Mouse and Amia. We're probably a little over-invested for the level of our account. But I really want my arts damage to be more focused on Amia going forward than Lava because we got her to skill level 7. And obviously her peak is much higher than Lava's, and I'm kind of trying to avoid having to scale Lava beyond what's necessary, at least right now. And so it'd be nice to get our healers up a bit more. It's not that our healing's terrible, but our units are a little bit more fragile. They are leaning a little bit more on healing than if we had higher level everything. Because it's kind of one of the weird paradoxes, like the higher level your melee gets, the more you can get away with under-leveled healing. So you might ask, why not just push Lapland and Liskarm to higher levels? Well, the reason being is because these 10 levels are very expensive, and we don't actually get that much stats. And so we don't really want to do that until we're ready to E2, which we're not quite at because I like to have the mats ready before I go for those levels. And so we get more value right now, because let's see, if we raise this up, I mean, we do get a decent amount of attack. I'll give it that. The 10 levels do give us nearly 20 attack, 19 attack. That's not nothing, but we're getting 9 defense. So Lapland's taking 9 less damage per hit, per physical hit. And that's just not that crazy compared to... What do we get with 10 levels? That's 5 levels. What do we get at 60? We get 23 attack plus the bonus from her talent. So even though she has like a 2.8 cast time, so you could say, oh, that's divided, by whatever. She also heals multi-targets. But that's kind of my point, is I think right now we get a little more value from the healers, at least in survivability, than we do levels on our DPS. And we're kind of relying on trust bonus a bit for them to get their damage up. And also leveling up, like I said, Amia. Leveling up Amia is going to give us more damage. So it's not like we're not thinking about damage at all. Yeah. So, grindstones. We are going to be looking for grindstones here. And more specifically, in these. Right, so we're looking for actually kind of powerful squads. So I know this squad's pretty powerful. And can I see the full... There should be like a full list. Oh, I do get these guard chips are very valuable for me too, because I only need one more of these to get Cutter. And I need gels. I don't think this will take too long. We'll try that one. Let's see if this squad will be very hard for me. We're not going to do that. This squad would be moderate difficulty. Sniper. Oh man, we're definitely going to have to farm these. because the chips are extremely valuable for us. That's going to be hard. That'll be medium difficulty. That's, for me, that'll probably be kind of hard because what units I can bring to add to that. This might be easy. So we already got those. We'll go for the Calci, and then we'll look through the... can I not do deep investigation? Oh no, I need to reach an ending for that. I was really hoping to be able to do deep investigation. So we'll take this squad. We'll see what we get. I might have to malt a little bit to... we might have to malt a little bit so that we can get some upgrades and whatnot, and maybe make our squad just strong enough to try and get lucky for a simple ending.
I will see to them.
And I have a couple friends now, so I can actually borrow units in the beginning. If we borrow 3 units so that I only have to recruit, stuff out of my own squad, that'll help. My best bet for borrowing something might be a Calci, just because I know she kind of guarantees a way to... she guarantees a way to kill Phantom, like pretty much guaranteed. So that'll get us an ending, theoretically. I just have to survive every other stage. And Calci does have a lot of tools that, in theory, help with that. We're just gonna...
What's the situation?
I don't think there's gonna be anything really that dangerous here. This ranger's really gonna die? That's fine. He's trash.
Come. What's the go ahead? Optimize away.
I wonder... I don't think beating with a monthly squad, that doesn't give you... I don't think that gives you credit. Because it doesn't count towards the...
Turn about, brave
it doesn't count
champions.
towards the monthly
We have
challenges
achieved
or
a
whatever it's
perfect
called.
Victory, and it is now
Specialist.
time to return and enjoy the fruits of our labors.
Well, our best bet is pretty obvious here. Our only raised specialist, Jay. But we can't, we cannot E2 him.
Na, 店閉めるの忘れたな。な、出発か?
Actually, we're gonna do...
Monster.
We'll
with
do
me.
Monster first, because Palace has range, and we can kind of offset her to just deal some... Our Ranger's probably gonna die again. That's fine, you know?
やってみましょう。3枚よろし。どうしやすか?
There is no need to retreat. Optimize your deployment. What's this? Perform your task.
So... Will I get... Oh, we'll just
やってみましょう。
pre-deploy.
綿落とし。
I don't know if this has the extra unit or not. I suppose it doesn't matter. We got tons of DP, so we can just leave him deployed. Worst case scenario, he gets punched. Punched to death. But there, yeah, there's no more mortars, so that was pretty easy. Ranged units. Specialist. Oh, come on. Wait, is there a hammer? The hammer's here. Defender. Medic. Well, we can get Calci. We can promote Calci with this. Or we can get a actual medic. Ah, screw it. Live life on the edge. So, I think what we're gonna do is that
no need to retreat.
Palace does not regenerate yet. That's unfortunate.
Oh, heroes, stand together with us for the paramount power of faith.
But we don't actually need.
What's the situation? Oh, wait.
Oh, I should have checked which module Kelsey has on there. And that's this stage solved.
Optimize. Oh, wait.
What's our 2664? Did these guys have like some spicy defenses when they're not being blocked?
Come, oh heroes, stand together with us for the paramount power of faith.
Maybe I should have used skill 3. But yeah, I gotta check. Gotta check the module. I'm gonna wait for this to become blocked. Got some armored boys here.
Optimize, perform your task.
This is the last one. The next time we fight, I'll check the what module's equipped.
Make sure a video record.
Gotta make sure it's the right one.
Cataloged.
Medic and sniper. Medic and sniper. Okay. I guess that works for us. That's the one we want. Let me, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Fear not. for we shall claim victory over these reckless foes. There is no need to retreat.
Nah, it's not gonna work. I'm dumb. We are gonna do that. So I probably won't be able to... Normally I just spawn camp Crown Slayer, but I know she's gonna come down here, and we'll just kill her in that location. I mean, the other option is to deploy someone here so that they phase through and get stuck on monster. Which, you know, I could do that. Maybe I'll do that. But if I had someone out for when I had initially deployed this guy, then he would have been outside of healing range, and that would have caused some problems.
What's this monster?
Oh, am I gonna get one punched?
You know the plan. Move to intercept.
Oh, not quite.
Oh, heroes, stand together with us for the paramount power of faith.
Monster, collect tissue samples.
Nice. Nice. Defender operator. It's just not gonna help. So sad. My E2 collection. Not having it is a little rough. Definitely gonna go with choices. Boo. Random collectible, heck yes. Yeah, it's not that great. I think we can do this. I don't know if our J can 1v1 this guy. I guess we're gonna find out.
To retreat.
Arrived at designated position.
Thagonathesis εδώ.
Do you think he's gonna survive? I don't know if we have enough trust. He might die. Yeah.
Oh, heroes, stand together with us for the paramount power of faith.
Optimize your deployment.
Thagonathesis.
Monster.
Thagonathesis εδώ. Oh, heroes, stand together with us for the paramount power of faith.
Optimize your go-ahead.
Oh, heroes, stand together with us for the paramount power of faith.
Not too bad.
この程度フランカスくぐり抜けてきた視線とは比べ物になりません。
I'm getting so much hope. Sniper and supporter. I can get a cruise. Or an Arquetto. Arquetto's probably still a tiny bit better. I don't think it's worth safe houses just because I have so few things that I can E2. It wasn't particularly useful. No. That we can do. Definitely. Goodbye, Rangers.
ロードスにランデン修道院の抜きん出た戦術素養をお見せしましょう。
Got an idea.
出撃の許可が下りました。警戒態勢を維持します。一発で仕留めます。雷鳴よ、轟け。
はい。
There is no tremble in the face of true bravery.
チャージ。
Arrived at designated position.
Oh, heroes, stand together with us for the paramount power of faith.
What's the situation?
主の祝福があらんこと。一発で仕留めます。福音が指先に集まる。
Oh! Arquetto survived! It was close, but we made it.
ゲンには3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。福音が指先に集まる。
I actually think the hardest part if we get to Phantom is not going to be killing Phantom. It's going to be not having everyone else die. It's going to be the trash mobs, now that I think about it. I definitely need a
Collect
proper
tissue
healer.
samples.
Well, one good thing about not having anyone that I can E2 is that we definitely are going to use that. This will be a little spicy. So what we're going to try and do, because my J cannot kill this. That's just not possible. So we're going to do a palace here, being healed by Perfumer.
There is no room for regret.
Wait, where the fuck is my Perfumer? Oh, no! Oh, no, I didn't add her to the squad! It's over. It's literally over. This is really bad. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Nope, that won't work.
Tremble in the face of true bravery.
Arrived at designated position.
Come.
What's the situation? What's the situation?
524.
警戒態勢を維持します。
鱗取
一発で仕留めます。
Optimize your deployment.
獲物を見弦の振動を感じて。
The RJ is on the weak side.
You know the plan.
Luckily, here he deploys.
Intercept.
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。雷鳴よ轟け。
There is no need to retreat.
弦の振動を感じて。
Arrived at designated position.
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
Oh, he's got the wrong skill. That's
弦の
why.
振動を感じて。
Oh man, I'm just freaking this up. Oh god.
福音が指先に集まる。 弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
What's the skill?
Tremble in the face of true bravery.
Thunderstorm!
Did we make it? Holy shit.
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
Alright, let me...
この程度。
Oh, that was a pretty big mess
比べ
up.
物になりません。
Stun, cold freeze. SP, that's going to help us more. Caster or specialist? Well, that's not going to help at all. We are doing okay. I might not want to... Maybe I can get Palace here. Let's see what this is. How do I not have these slots? This is kind of rough right now. Make sure he's on the right skill. Blocker, 1, 2.
準備完了。
Range DPS. No, I have 2 blockers already. So we will use him as an assassin. I think this can work. I mean, we'll see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? I fail with my really low undeveloped squad. I feel like there are many fates worse than that.
is no Thagonathesis εδώ.
Arrived at designated position.
弦の振動を感じて
Optimize your awakening.
わかりました。敵を発見。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
What's the situation?
Come.
福音が指先に集まる。ドクター、この声は泣いている。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
What's the situation?
これが戦場というものね。ドクター、皆さんが私のことを信じてくれてますから。
Alright.
はい、私が参戦したからには当然の結果です。これでもう誰も乱電し
It hurts my soul every time.
思いませんよね。
Every time I see like a recruitment and I think about what I'm used to seeing, and now here I am and I'm like, oh god. This is sad. I don't think I can do this. My best bet is to use monster and redeploy a bunch. We'll try it. You know what? We're just gonna freaking try it because we're not getting grindstones from here anyways. And I have an idea. We're gonna use this. We're gonna kind of use Kelsey's. We're gonna use monster's semi-fast redeploy. Hopefully, we can clear out a space so we can plop down a Arketo and or an Amia and get some range DPS from the other side. So I need a pretty good amount of
Arrived at designated position. What's this go ahead?
There is no tremble in the face of true bravery.
獲物を見つけました。
やってみましょう。
damn.
3枚おろし。どうしやすか。
Harite.
We were close.
福音が指先に集
I
ま
don't.
る。
Do you? Do you think I could have done better? I don't know.
みんなお疲れ様。ゆっくり休んで。
A guard. Heck yes. We need squad size, I think, more than even the recruitment. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. This doesn't help at all. Oh, man. I thought we were going to recruit someone. But it's an upgrade. I didn't read it. Oh, my God. It doesn't matter who we pick. This is gonna be hard. Maybe.
準備完了
I mean, maybe it'll be alright. Let's see, how many ground units? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Palace has got to heal 5. We should be fine. This is like less than ideal, but I mean,
みんなくれぐれも安全にね
no, we're not going to do that right off the bat.
敵が来ます皆さん戦闘の準備をしてください
Monster, with me.
I mean, it is what it is.
やってみましょう。綿落とし。
Die, you bastard! Holy shit!
どうしやすか
There is no weak for that wavering faith of yours. Thagonathesis εδώ.
水洗い。
Optimize to perform your task.
Thagonathesis εδώ. Oh, heroes, stand together with us for the paramount power of
あなたの考えはお見通しですよ主の祝福があらんこと
Oh, what the fuck? Was a guy running over here? Or did I just not activate Monster's skill? Oh, man. Distracted.
問題ないわよ確かに現には3つの選択が敵には3種の訓練
Oh,
があ
don't
ります
die.
やってみましょう。三枚おろし。
ドクター私が怖いですか弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ視界良好
Jesus Christ. I've never thought of these guys as hard before, but... Come on! This is bull!
大将、おいやすか
This feels really hard with the units that I have. Oh, again, this does nothing. Literally does nothing. I mean, I can have another healer. I'm like living and dying on artifacts right now. Oh my god, thank you. You know what? I got the hammer. We're going for the, Oh, fuck. I don't think I can do this stage. Arquetto probably has the damage to kill the guys at the top. Palace on the bottom. Calci on the top. Perfumer to heal. We'll go for it. I mean, the worst that can happen, we're getting all the rewards anyways. We made it to floor 5. The question is just if we are getting any... Are we getting an ending? I actually don't like the I don't like this stage. I don't like the design. And it's not like, oh, you can work around it. It's because the range tiles are way back here. And, like, they clearly want you to, like, deploy stuff in this thing without a lot of support. And then, like assholes, they put this ice thing and a drone here. And it's literally, it's just designed to kind of be frustrating. With, like, high enough powered units, it's like, doable, but kind of annoying. I'm literally going to be forced to leak one. At a minimum, maybe two. So that's the other thing is, if you don't block here, the units here are going to leak first. So normally you want to put a vanguard here, and then you need a marksman here, something low cost. But in this case, to deploy 2 of these was too much DP. But if I didn't block this, 100% would have leaked. If I had put a marksman here first, I still would have leaked. So, again, I've played this stage a lot. But normally the way not to leak is to put your lowest cost blocker here, and then a marksman here as quickly as possible, and hopefully you have the damage to kill them before you get a blocker here. And the problem is I can't use J because he'll drain my DP. So I really have to get my Kelsey up right here so that she can heal this. And then Palace is going to have their own healing. And what I can do is I can put J over here. Because eventually the frickin' weebs are going to come with the flaming swords. And then Amiya is going to go down here. And Perfume's just going to provide some aura healing. And the other units are just going to be emergency deployment.
Of faith.
Arrived at designated position.
Tremble in the face of true bravery.
What's this monster?
Man.
これが戦場というものね。
Thagonathesis εδώ.
Oh, something else I can do is I can put a bait here for the ice for the drones.
Optimize your awake.
福音が指先に集まる。
He's going to be a bait for the archers too. So this might actually work. Because now he's going to shoot them, and any of the casters that come, they're going to attack this as well. And I'm just going to rely on passive regen. And then all I really have to worry about are these fucking... Those guys will still freeze.
Weep for that wavering faith of yours.
Optimize awake.
いや確かに福音が指先に集まる。ドクター、私が怖いですか？
What's this go ahead?
やってみましょう。水洗い。
We'll leak another one.
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
Not entirely surprised. But we are going to get to the shop.
The lamentations have ceased. This calm
Defender and
heralds
medic.
the arrival of peace and joy.
I don't think we can do anything with either of those. Sure. Like at this point, even getting fodder to throw down isn't particularly useful. Please, please, please. Ugh. I mean, we'll take it. That actually works well with the regen. Medic and sniper. We'll also take it. That does nothing. What does squad? Guard. We can get Lapland. We need squad.
隊長はテキサスにやってもらおう。チームワークなんて。
I don't know if that's really ideal, but you know, whatever. Hopefully, this is what I'm worried about. I'm worried that Perfumer's healing is not going to be enough at our current levels. Which is crazy, because Perfumer, I'm so used to her insane healing throughput, but it's like, she's very stat dependent. So we need to get a monster out as quickly as possible for the block 3s. Actually, we're going to do it like this.
What's the situation? Perform your task.
Yeah, like that. That's fine. So that should charge her. And then we'll be able to do that, and then I can put a Liskarm.
Optimize your awake. What?
Tremble.
Awake.
Yeah, we are probably going to need at least a little more damage. Hopefully Jay's enough to be the finishing touch on these guys. Yeah, I think we'll be... Oh, really? Oh, you motherfucker! Can we catch him?
Optimize your perform your task. Monster.
Tremble.
I don't think we'll get them all.
True bravery.
Monster.
Motherfuckers. Oh, these motherfuckers. Jesus Christ, it's rough when you just don't have DPS. So disappointed. This is bullshit. It's like, I literally can't do anything about that. Defender and guard. Like, it's meaningless at this point. I can get a cutter. Or a mouse. I have so much hope to fucking gamble. Oh my god. Maybe this is where we hit our stride. Are we going to become overpowered? Oh my god. We need... Yes. That's a good one. That's not going to help us too much. Give me good stuff. Yes! Is this how we're going to do it? Oh, boo. Alright. Holy shit, dude. These rats saved our ass. I think maybe, kinda, sort of, with a remote possibility we can do this. I just... I have to let it sink in. Dude, that spinach is going to come in clutch because now I'm not going to worry too much about the casters on the right side. Kelsey can basically solo Phantom. We could theoretically try a split box with Palace. But I think I'm not going to rely too much on Lapland carrying the bottom. So I think I'm going to pair Lapland and Palace up for, well, the middle. Not really the bottom.
The next time you turn your head, you will find us returning with victory in hand. There is no weep for that wavering faith of yours.
獲物を見つけました。
Thagnathesis εδώ.
Arrived at designated position.
Tremble in the face of true bravery.
I'm a little worried that Amy is gonna die, but
Optimize once.
Tremble in the face of true bravery.
maybe I don't need to.
怖くはないわ。福音が指先に集まる。
悪くない位置取りだね。ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
視界良 Tremble in the face of true bravery.
抗ってみなよ。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
No, we don't want to do that there.
Tremble in the face of true bravery.
ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
Optimize zone.
弦の振動を感じてこの声は泣いている。いや確かに。
Fuck, 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 fuck. We didn't kill him fast enough.
はい。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。持ちこたえてください。
Oh, heroes.
私の目を見て。 分かった。振り返るな。
What's the situation?
弦の振動を感じて。
Optimize the form of
かりました。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
悪くない位置取りだね。ゲームオーバーだ。ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
私が怖いですか？
Yeah, we're just gonna leak those guys.
What's this monster?
Sagonaptisis error. 怖くはないわ。配置につき一発で仕留めます。
That's fine. I think we can leak everything at this point. That was a little rough, but man, I'm shocked that Cal didn't kill him in one skill activation. Really shocked, because that's like a completely maxed out Cal. I feel like mine kills him, but I mean that might be because of the I mean the 10% extra stats, but that doesn't. I don't think that'd be enough, man. I don't know what's up with that. We did not get the grindstone, and we did not unlock that, though. Unfortunate. So, I don't think any of these give me grindstone. But that did give me guard. It gave me,
Ohayo, Doctor.
it gave me the guard chips. I'm going to save that, actually. We want to spend our... I think I'm going to upgrade the office. And the reason being is to increase my recruitment. I have a lot of permits, and I need 4 stars. So I actually think this is going to help me a lot. Because, you know, we're working with time here. And the early game... numbers... Arknights is just a game of big numbers. More pulls equals more better. And I don't think I have enough. What I could do is I could start doing pulls on here. I don't have enough to hit the guarantee. Unless I get something before that and blow the guarantee. But this banner will be around long enough for me to get more rolls to be able to hit it. And like I said... anything is helping right now. So I'm going to start rolling on this. I think I only have 9, but that doesn't matter. I can finish the rolls next week if I don't hit it, if I don't hit a guarantee, or well, if I don't get a 5-star to blow the guarantee or hit it. So I don't really care about 3 stars right now unless they get me Texas. And I also don't really care about Wizardel. We'll get 10 free pulls, which will really freaking help us. We'll also get a bunch of free resources, but we're not gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna pull a whole bunch on that banner, because the smartest thing for me to do is to just get more 6 stars, not specific ones. And, because again, generic advice, not trying to tailor to say, oh, just wait for a Wizardel banner and then start the game then. That's a bit absurd. So we are gonna go for we're just gonna stick to going for guarantees, and I might spend some of the resources on that banner extra. I haven't decided yet. But that's just because we just need so much basic stuff. And I don't need totter pots. How am I getting so many pots for 4 stars? Like, did they move a bunch of 4 stars to Colonel only? Is that why this is happening to me? Let me see. Let me see if the ones that I need... Dude, how crazy would it be if the 4 stars I need aren't here? No, they have to be. If Hayes and Gitano are there, they have to be. Vigna. gummy. A deep color wouldn't be bad. Yeah, they're definitely here. So Gummy and Vigna, and where's Myrtle? Did I? Oh, Myrtle's right there. Okay. And this is our last one.
あれれ
Cora.
ここはどこ
Come on, when am I gonna get anything? Well, we did finish that pin board. Wait, what? Where's my Texas? We finished the pin board. Oh, I bet I have to progress in this story. Oh, no! Ah, shucks. That's not going to help us with the Babel event. What we did, this is how we finished the pin board. We finally got Cardigan. Can you believe I've been missing a 3-star for 3 weeks? Or, no, it hasn't been. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks to the day. 2 weeks to the day, I believe. Yeah, that's not quite as bad as 3 weeks. Oh, okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to try BB6. I don't expect it to work. We're going to do a practice. I just want to see what collapses first. And then, you know, decide if this is something that I can do today or not with optimization. We've come to a pretty decent understanding of exactly what we need to do here. We have to speed run Amia to this tile.
わかりました
And then get a Lapland out.
悪くない位置取りだね。貫く。
獲物を見つけました 現には3つの選択が敵には
Well, actually, we were putting Lapland back here, weren't
あな
we?
たの考えはお見通しですよええいや確かに
みんな、私
Oh, that's so frustrating.
現には3つの選択が敵には3種の苦難があります 持ちこたえてください弓を引いて狙いを定めて
So now I do get chains there, and that's what I need.
みんな、私に続け。
福音が指先に集まる 現には3つの選択はいこの声は
Actually need to have someone to redeploy. We're not gonna stall these guys at all. We're gonna hope they get over here. Okay. I was a little worried there. I'm not gonna stall these guys at all.
みんな、私に続け。救急はあなたのお薬です。
いや確かに
悪くない。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ
Who died? Our healer? Of course. Of course, those little bastards. Oh, that was dumb.
皆さんが私 ことを信じてくれてますから。現には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。戦っている時は
Oh, yeah, it's impossible. There's no fucking way. It's bullshit, man. This is lies. It's fucking lies. I want to see someone do this stage with E1 level 50. You know what? I'm gonna fucking YouTube this right now. BB6 low tier. Oh, I know what they're gonna do. I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna borrow a unit.
Welcome to my video.
Wait, that's not BB6. Oh, my bad. EX6.
Welcome to.
What in God's name is that? What? That's just gonna deal damage there, though. I don't think this'll work, man. I mean, I could use a strat like this, but here's the thing, like... I don't think it'll work. Oh, man, this is so complicated. I might have to do some research to see if there's anything I can do to improve this. I think... I don't know if I can kill that guy fast enough with crews without the trust bonus. But maybe. I don't know. I definitely need to theorize, and I might have to look at at other clears for inspiration, because I am at a loss. Like, I even tried, like I said, I tried, it looks like the low tier strat, which doesn't surprise me because it's something I'd thought of. But the DP cost doesn't work for me. And again, I don't have all the operators that other people are using because I'm leveling this more for a long term than just leveling 3 stars that are gonna use a lot of resources. But it looks like the only chance I have is to set up over here for the Lancers, but then you have to do some redeployment shenanigans in here for the first guy, and then I think you probably have to do some more for when these guys spawn. But there might be a way to stall them. I'm not sure. The main issue is just the guy that's here. He's freaking tanky, and so what Ecojin did is had crews just hammering away, but my crews well, I mean, maybe she does more now. We are slowly but surely, because she's maxed out, you know. I can't do anything more for her, but every little bit of damage makes a big difference when you rely on fast attack speed. So we can expect... This is 2/3 of our trust. So we can expect, what, 45 total? Something like that? 15 more attack, which might not sound like a lot, but when every bit of damage over armor is the equivalent of true damage, and she has fast attack and multiplicative damage here, I mean, it adds up quick. So, I don't know. Let's do an experiment. I will do... Oh, man. I don't think this is going to work.
バレないように気配を殺していけ。
We'll stick with that.
各自配置につけ。
戦っている時は眠らないんだから。
And what was here? There was a healer here. Was it Amia?
ここにいたのね。
貫く。
了解しました。
Yeah, I'm so worried about that.
ここだよ。
治療の準備を。貫く。
はい、私が。
Yeah.
最高だね。あいつらをぶっ殺してやりたい欲望がますます高ぶってきたよ。
I might have more time. I might have been able... I'll try one minor variation on that.
罪なき人を巻き込まないように十分に。
And again, the other thing is I could level up Fang, but I would rather level up Scavenger. We'll try a tiny variation, which is after Amia, we're going to deploy Perfumer.
わかりました。これが戦場というものね。ここにいたのね。
貫く。
持ちこたえてください。はい、この声は泣いている。
Yeah, that's just not going to work.
ここにいたのね。
And, now, I don't actually need this healer here, but anything I deploy here is going to get killed. So frustrating. Scavenger being higher level would help, but, man, Echogen was using one Vanguard, and I'm using two for the DP, and there's still too much here. I don't think I have the damage for this, because the thing is, even maxed out 3 stars, the power difference between a maxed out 3-star and anything else at E1 is not a huge differential outside of the lack of like a stronger skill. But the thing is if you have the full trust bonus and full potentials, it it adds up. And Cruz is the only one that we have maxed out except for trust. So, thinking about what I was doing, I think Amia doing more damage kills the, not the Lancers, it's the tanky boys. I need them to die faster. Raising levels in her definitely gets them to die faster. I don't think I need to stall the guys that spawn at the top. The 4 Lancers that come at the end, though, we really need to have chains for them, and we really need to have enough DPS to actually kill them, and they're weak to physical. Levels on our Keto help a lot, but so would this. because the splash damage, like I said, the main thing, we're getting a lot more. I mean, it's 5% on each, but you have to understand by percentage gain, like this right here is an attack doing double damage versus almost double damage. So we're literally just getting a we're getting like a 5% increase here. Here we're getting like a 7.5% increase in the amount of damage we're dealing to 3 separate targets. Because going up by 5%, but we're dealing 50% more damage, so 45 to 50. Like 5, that's I know it's more than 10%. So this we're getting like a 5% gain, this we're getting like a 10% gain. That's why I was saying and on 3 targets up to. So the gains for this skill as we go up are definitely on the lower end. Oh, I could one more oh no, we don't have 2 charges on that. Not until skill 7. That's the problem with this. 1 charge is not enough. We need 2. At skill 7 I can try this as well. I can try firing off 2 charges and hope that the single target damage really kills stuff faster. 20%'s not a huge bonus, but her attack is higher than Cruz's. And obviously, like, with levels, we could get her, you know, decently up. And there's still decent room for trust bonus growth, too. I suspected we'd still be stuck at BB6. It's just... it's gonna be rough until we get our skill level 7s and our trust bonuses and whatnot. I don't know what else to do. We are also, some of the units we leveled also cost a bit more, so the DP pressure on Fang is higher than it is with it all 3-star squad. But yeah, that, I mean, it wouldn't be an issue in the story stages, which is what we really built this for. I know this all sounds like making excuses, but if I go onto my other account and play low tier even with 3 stars, it is way easier. It is so much easier to play on my other account low tier than it is this one. But, you know, that's how it goes. I can choose from anything on that for the most part, and on here I have what I have. I think everything's still out of reach. I'm not even close to like an E2 on anyone, right? What materials? So I got what, 4 chips. I would need to farm 2. I can make these. What do I need to make these? I can't even see it yet. So we're at an impasse. We are at an impasse again. This damn event is kind of ruining the it's kind of ruining what I was doing with this account, because progressing in the event is so much harder than progressing in the story. And progressing in the story, we'd be getting first clear mats. I mean, we're getting store mats, but the thing is we're just getting over concentrated, which will be fine when we go to E2 other units and whatnot, and after 2 or 3 events, right, it all averages out. But like right now, where we need diverse materials, it's not helping. So this event is kind of temporarily stalling our progress a fair amount in order to catapult it in the future, but it doesn't exactly make for compelling content. What do I need? Ore iron is always in demand. This is always in demand. We're just gonna go with the grindstones. Or not the grindstones, the ore rocks. I'm so bummed. It would be real nice if we could get past the next stage.
いてるここだよ。持ちこたえてください。
貫く。悪くない位置取りだね。
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
みんな私に続け。
狙って
みんな私に続け。
ムースだって戦えます。
みんなクリア。
弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種
What
の
would
苦
get
難が
me
ありま
to
す。
do clears in IS2? What's like the... Because I can set operators on my other account to borrow for integrated strategies.
みんな
And that might get me the grind... Like, I was thinking about, you know, the levels from integrated strategies. In theory, can get me, materials, and some of those materials might be grindstones. But, the only way that's going to be possible is by borrowing as many units as possible at the start. And I'm trying to think what the 1 6-star to rule them all would be in that scenario. I mean, in this unique case, even though I'm not a huge fan of Ling, it might be Ling just because it's 1 6-star that then, even without hope elsewhere invested, it might be enough. Maybe. But, yeah. Cal C wasn't a bad option, obviously. But the thing is, you know, having 2 6-stars at the start, the Cal C and the Palace, that's not an option for me. In a normal squad, the best I can do is a 6-star. I can probably get 8, so that's 6 and 2 and a 4-star. So I could do like a Cutter and a Cal C and then a 3-star that's actually maxed out.
ここだよ。
貫く。
But I don't know if that's, I
弦の振動を
don't know if that'll be enough or not. I mean, I guess in a way it is if you get lucky. You get the right artifacts and it is. We got saved by having no hope to spend until the end, and then going to the gambling zone and just having tons of hope to burn. But we could have gotten better stuff. We got a few good things, but we had tons of ingots, and we didn't get attack speed, for instance.
敵には3種の苦難。
貫く。
あなたのお薬です。いや、確かに。
貫く。
I wonder if I should have just completely ignored this event. I'm not sure. I guess no matter what I would have done, I would have had some regrets. Because if I ignored the event, then I wouldn't have been taking my own advice for new players of farming events, even if it's only the first few stages. It would have been better for making videos more interesting, or streams more interesting, at least on this account. You know what though, next week will be good, because we got a new Annihilation. And we're definitely not going to ignore Annihilations, regardless of the event. So, that's really, really good. I'm not entirely sure how to beat that Annihilation with what I have. I mean, that's not true. I know exactly how to beat it with what I have. I just don't know at the minimum amount of investment that we can clear it at. I think we can get to 300. I don't know if we can get from 300 to 400 without leaking. And even then, you know, I kind of suspect that somewhere between 350 and 390 it will go south tremendously. We have Lapland for arts. Arts is really kind of going to become necessary. We might need some levels on Amia, because Lapland isn't enough arts by herself. We got our Keto, who will be pretty useful, so that's fine. We don't have that many blockers, but again, we don't even have that many units, period. And even looking at the XP that I have, you know, I couldn't have another E1, you know, 60 if I wanted to. I mean, I could in I don't know, 3 or 4 days. Well, we'll get a fresh batch of missions, which will come with some XP and bonuses too. There's also, if we completely fail, we'll still get some rewards, some first-time clear rewards. So, I don't know, never say never, but I think it will be pretty spicy. I think we can all agree on that. Man, I am accumulating a good amount of these. I also have my potions, but I'm not going to burn those on stream just to farm, because it's mainly just going to be farming. We are just going to be farming until we can do more interesting stuff, and or the event ends. So I will call it here. I'm actually just going to burn my drones, I think, on XP. I'll build the... how much does the office cost? I think the office costs 3, right? I can either log in later tonight and build this, but I think I'm just going to do it tomorrow morning. I think I'll log in the morning just to burn the sanity that generates overnight, farming the event. You know, nothing special. I'll save up any of the XP for at least for that half, because I won't need it just for farming stages. And then I'll theory craft on what might get us past BB6. But I might, you know what? I might actually skip doing this account at all until Monday. What I might do is just play on my main and only farm the event on this account and build up some operators and maybe do some practice runs. And I'll do some research on what other people were doing for BB6, because like I said, I have my doubts that any of the guide makers work in a vacuum. I know that there's a lot of communities in gaming. I do remember the story why I brought up World of Warships back in the day when I was a relatively top tier player. And it's because everyone that was a top tier player watched other top tier players play the game, because it was necessary to be a top tier player. So you watched other people play the game, you were on forums, you communicated with people about stuff. There was like a lot of dialogue about how to do stuff. And I know from my standpoint, if I wanted to make like guide videos, which is not something I'm ever going to do. I mean, you could say that these are guide videos, are intended to be guide videos, but not in the same way of like, you know, saying exactly how to do a stage. It's just how to learn the mechanics of the game and give people advice about operators and go into depth on the mechanics so that people have the tools to figure things out for themselves. That's really what this is about. But I am a little reticent about telling people to go look at guides unless they can actually analyze what's going on. Because there's like a different level of learning from guides. There's the you copy it verbatim and do everything that the person making it says, and you just don't think about it and you trust that it works. The other element is that you know how everything works, so that when you're looking at how they're doing stuff, you can analyze like what the logic or theory behind it was and learn from it. You can kind of interpret what they're doing at a deeper level unless they're explaining it, but most don't explain it in depth, which is why occasionally when I'm playing stages, I'll go and I'll actually say like exactly what I'm thinking, what mechanics I'm exploiting, or what sort of strategic theory I'm using. And there really are, there's not as many, I suppose, different strategic theories as you might think, but there are a lot of operators. And so it is always possible for some weird operator that people never use and never think of to use to then be clutch for some situation that, even other meta players don't think of. There's a couple videos on some pretty strange max risk clears, for instance, that utilize stuff like that. But I mean, that exists on every level, even on like low tier guides. So sometimes if I just want to like acid test if I'm on crack or not, or if I'm like a hack, I'll see what is in guides, and then I can differentiate what someone else's solution was to what I have available to analyze if their solution is possible. But the thing is, I didn't want to build operators that would be the same operators that they would use in typical guides, because again, the typical guide maker is, what's the most guaranteed, the most likely thing that people are going to have. And even then, like, that's why I was so shocked that gravel was not guaranteed, because so many guides use gravels, for instance. And there I was going so long without even having one. It made me kind of question everything a little bit. But, so like those operators are used because there's, really no other options. Like I got a Kafka, but there's no reason why you would expect that any new player would necessarily get a Kafka. There's like 100 and something 5-stars, right? Or maybe around 100, So every 5-star is like a 5% chance of being a Kafka at best. So you're not going to make a guide around using Kafka typically, unless it is like contingency contract or something like that. It's going to be the most common fast redeploy, which is gravel. That's why she gets used a lot. So even though she's not guaranteed, she is common enough to where for the most part people have them. Yeah, if I had gone and just built all the 3-stars and started doing like all 3-star guide stuff, then here's the problem, right? It would make certain parts of the early game very easy, but those parts are already kind of easy. At a certain point, you kind of start hitting a wall because you can't E2 these, and you put a lot of resources in them. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to use the 3-stars to fill the gaps in the squad and not just be the squad. And a lot of that just came down to the fact that from a long-term perspective, that makes the most sense. Is it holding us back? I don't really think so, because even if I had built 3-stars instead, they wouldn't. Obviously by this point, we're not really talking about being at higher levels, because we're kind of in the 3-star max level range for the most part. These, we got some level 40s in here and 45s and whatnot, but we're between level 40 and 60, right? So I would say our average level is, 50 or 55. If it's not 55, it'll be 55 soon. And let's assume that, if I had 3-stars, they'd all be 55. I would still be missing trust bonuses. Even if they were all skill level 7, these skills at 6 are more powerful than most of their skills at 7. The reason why we want to get these to 7 is because it really just increases their power that much more. And that's really what we want, because again, the purpose isn't to make this hard. We are trying to push it as far as we can go. But the fundamental purpose was not to try and do a challenge run. It was just to build up an account from scratch in the most efficient manner. And to be honest, that doesn't always include clearing story stages the fastest, because completely min-maxing would be ignoring all of the combat potential, and I'd only be looking at the most efficient Rick operators, and I'd be spending all of my sanity farming, where is it? This stage, right here, actually. Elite 2 level 1. This might be something. You know what? I am just going to do a practice because I want to see where we're at with this. Because clearing this stage gives me an arundum and an auto. And those are things we could use.
リラックスしてていいからね。
視界量みんな私に続け。悪くない位置取りだね。
持ちこたえてください。
みんな私に続け。そうだ。貫く。
戦場は墓場よ。主の祝福があらんことを。福音が指先に集まる。
みんな私に続け。
早くゲームオーバー。
弦の振動を感じて。
あなたのお薬です。
サンダーストーム。分かった。了解しました。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。怖くはないわ。
貫く。
This might actually be possible for us. That's what I'm saying, man. They're lying about the... I mean, we have no E2s. No E2s. And we're kind of on the brink here. I don't know if we'll... Yeah. So we collapse our... tanks. Put that in air quotes. Collapse towards the end. More healer levels and a bit more melee levels, and we'd be good on this. We weren't crunched for DP. Oh, and more caster levels. Our casters are having trouble. Our DPS is definitely lacking. Actually, even just leveling up lava to max might have been enough for that. Not sure. Arketo's doing limited work because she's physical, and most of these guys are... Well, in the beginning they got a little... I think most of these guys are armored, but now we can see what enemies there are, and that's going to be helpful. I've done that stage, but it's like I'm so overpowered for it now. All I need... Oh, these guys have some res too. Ooh. Rough. Alright. Let's see. Oh, they have... This guy. So it's a mixture. We kind of need both damage types a bit. These guys are resistant as fuck. Maybe I'm better off with physical damage for the most part. No, I need a mix. I need a mix. For sure. So I do need Arketo. Yeah, I don't think we're far off from this. We just need a little more of everything. But I don't think we need most of our squad to be Elite 2 for that. Alright, I don't think I'm going to go too long tonight. I'll call it here. I think I think we're just going to play on the main account until I feel that the operators are developed. I'm just going to build stuff in the base and level operators, and I might contemplate Weedy. Weedy might actually be pretty spicy against those Lancers, now that I think about it. Because those casters are really tanky. I could level up Weedy probably in a week, at least to E1 semi-decent level. If we're not gated too much on... Let's level her skills, her low-hanging fruit. Here. Really? These are available in the vent, aren't they? I might have to farm those, because I'm pretty sure they're on... Yeah, we can farm those. Is there a better stage for those? It shows the same. So we'll farm BB2 for these. We only need one of them. But I mean, whatever. Off stream. And then I'll see. I'm a little curious. I'll have to farm chips though. That kind of sucks. The Elite 1 materials aren't too bad. Hopefully the skill materials aren't too bad. I won't really know till we get to, 5, 6, and 7. That's where we're really going to know. Because, I mean, we can't get Arketo to 7 because of skill materials, so we might get stuck somewhere. But, Well, let's see what growth she got. It's probably going to be like to 120, 10% a level. That's pretty good. Because I think this is 200 when maxed out. So it's probably 170 at skill level 7. And now that I think about it, what we're probably going to want to do... Oh, man. I wish there was a way that I could like lock this to a certain size. I have it in windowed mode, but if I misclick, I can like change the window size, and it actually changes how it captures on the stream. It's pretty annoying, to be honest. We'll take Jay out of here and put Weedy in, because Jay will get some experience at least from farming stages. The main one I've been running has him in there. But we need to get at least some trust on Weedy if we're going to use her. And maybe her S2. Maybe her S2 if we set her up early. I don't know how the timing's going to work. But we might be able to slow down the Lancers to reduce the damage. I don't know. That might just be me smoking copium too. Let me look real quick. Lancers. Weight 3. Yeah, they'll barely move. They're the same. So the push force won't matter. Best we can do is damage with her, and I don't know how helpful that's going to be. So maybe I don't build Weedy yet. I don't know. Anyways, burn the very last of my sanity, I suppose, just to make sure. I keep clicking the wrong one. Burn the last of my sanity here, and then call it a night.
おバカさんたち、僕が相手だよ。
カードを引くがよい。
弦の振動を感じて。
I might try, I kind of want to bring this up too while this is going. I might try streaming on some other platforms as well. I'll still put all of the video on YouTube because that's what I'm using as my archive. That's where I want to have everything. So if whatever I decide to cut out of this to recompile into something shorter form, that's kind of what I'm using YouTube for and why I'm streaming it here. But and YouTube, like, for getting views and whatnot, it's definitely better to do normal YouTube videos than streams. So I definitely have to cut something up and make something decent and edited and kind of presentable, probably to increase the subscriber and reach and viewer base, because I doubt most people are even seeing this at this point at all in any form. It's pretty hidden with the size of my channel. And again, since this isn't really my job, there's not a lot of economic incentive or time for me to sink into trying to build up viewers quickly. And I don't really care about quickly. Slowly is fine with me. But and actually, in a way, by percentage, I've had pretty incredible growth. It went from 4 to 10 subscribers. You could say that's a pretty massive growth. But, you know, I think the critical mass is probably when you start getting like over 60 or 70 or whatnot. And like a handful of consistent live viewers for live streams, so that you can actually grow because people will see a handful of people in there. And then the other thing is, you know, obviously if you have an established base of people that already like your stuff and then they see you online, then they go jump in there. Because like Kaiser did all of his lore videos, you know, for a long time and built up a pretty big subscriber base. And then when he would go live, people, you know, he didn't announce it anywhere. People would just see the channel and the live thing and they jump in there out of curiosity. And Whittle Red and a bunch of other people that have come in and done streams somewhat recently to relatively big audiences. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to produce some like evergreen videos to a certain extent. And I brought that up yesterday. I might actually do a shit post before I do a lore video, because I had a really good idea for like a meme video, and it might make it into a lore video as like a vignette. But yeah, I have an idea for a video that I think would be pretty funny, and so I might try and make it. We'll see. At least I'll look into it this weekend. I can't put any deadlines because, again, everything that I do, I kind of have to learn how to do it first. These are all not skill sets that are stuff that I already have in the bank. Like, I have a lot of skill sets, but not in streaming and not in editing. So everything is kind of figuring it out as I go. Anyways, I'm going to call it here, and I will be back online tomorrow on my main account.